can spark, we can give, we can hold, we can shine together. We can all just fall apart. We can live, we can love, yes, we can spark. We can give, we can hold, we can die together. The conversation, the separation, the overlooked $1 million violations. Designed to forget, to hit reset. Desire your unforgettable about the presets. To hold nothing back, burn up your last sack. The picture hangs on the wall by a single tack. I live the life of love, I love the life I live. If it's not today, do it all again. Because we can all just fall apart. We can live, we can love, yes, we can spark. We can give, we can hold, we can shine together.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face-Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
The Face-Off Hockey Show. With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
Breakaway. Big shooting guard. There he goes.
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with a C.
Yeah, baby.
Here's your host for the Face-Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
Hi, everybody. How are you? That's great. I really couldn't care less. It's Face-Off Hockey Show. We are here. We've got music. We've got things. We've got people. We've got life. And we've got trade deadline talk. We'll get to the second hour, just like I said on Twitter, because why not? We have to start and end at 7:33. All right, I'm here. Johnny P is there, the maestro of this.
How you guys doing tonight? Everybody ready for Frozen? Live Frozen on ice?
Frozen ice. Like ice storms down there have been happening this year, and that's a thing that I haven't seen in a while. And I wonder.
I think it was Tuesday night. No, maybe Monday night. My entire car was covered with like 1/4 of an inch of ice. I mean, it wasn't super thick. You just kind of like chipped through it and let your defroster run for a little while. Good to go. But
you got an automatic start there in that Scion?
Do what?
You got an automatic starter in that little ride of yours?
No.
Don't be ridiculous.
No.
Don't be ridiculous.
There's no chance. That they reserve those for trucks around here, Scotty. You know that.
I have one in my Taurus. I don't know shit about shit. Stand like, put a starter in there. Good times. Yeah. All right. So.
It looks like you're getting ready for staying home tomorrow, Mark.
Oh, I'm ready. Don't you worry about that.
Right.
I went grocery shopping. I caught a cold. That was fun.
It seems like it's good times.
And I made myself a bourbon and Coke. And what else?
Oh, wow.
What else makes it look
Big
like
one, too.
I brought my lanyard home?
Oh, that's good.
So that I can sign in to our little VPN network.
Oh, that's cool.
A virtual private
network. They
network.
don't plant those right into your. They don't put those right into your wrist.
Not yet. No.
Okay, that was in A Beautiful Mind. I saw it. It worked.
I don't think any of that actually happened.
I thought it was based on a true story.
No, it was based on a true story, but it was all on his mind. I don't think any of that really happened. No, all of those.
Like there were people
spoiler alert!
chasing
All of those characters were in his head.
Russell Crowe.
What?
Why would you do that? What if there are people that still haven't seen A Beautiful Mind?
It's fine.
I said spoiler alert.
You know what? I didn't need that in my Netflix queue anyway. It's fine. It's okay.
Well, now you can take that out of Netflix now. You've been waiting 12 years to see it.
just don't ruin Titanic for me, and we'll be okay. All right. I don't know what happened to the ship.
They run over Godzilla.
Wow. You know what? If that actually happened, it probably would have made it a better movie. Probably wouldn't take me 26 years to fucking see it. So, There's that. But, yeah, gentlemen. So, Johnny, you're dealing with ice on your car, melting your car. No automatic start.
No
The hell
automatic
else is
start.
on
I
you?
have to go out there. Um, my friend from Italy made it to the United States.
How'd she enjoy Atlanta Airport?
She said it was okay.
Hmm.
That's it. And then ended up flying to Baltimore the next morning while it was snowing here.
Perfect.
So yeah. So all in all, a good weekend. A lot of getting around this. Went to the Walters Art Gallery
Ooh.
over the weekend. Saw Mark and we watched some soccer.
True story.
Yeah.
Breaking
It's
news.
been pretty good.
Breaking news, the MLS has reached a CBA deal.
Whoa, that's good timing because the season starts on Saturday.
That could be, that's really needed, I'm
Oh,
sure.
I have an early shout out to TV's Joe Miller too. He's on the air for Sirius XM FC tonight, calling the DC United game.
Hey, look at JoJo.
If you're listening to the DC United game tonight and not listening to us or watching us, that is Joe Miller. He's
And
a
you
friend
would-
of the show's.
And you wouldn't know because you're not listening. Maybe after the fact you listened.
Yeah, once Sean gets the shows up, then we'll be fine. He didn't do last week's show. This week's show will go up after last week's show because he's weird about timing and such, and would like the weeks to not be out of order.
Something
yeah.
about his life being difficult, so why can't the listeners? I don't know what that meant. He's talking about fungo bats and Big League Chew. It was a really weird email thing that I had with Sean. I don't know what was going on.
I think that it's really a throwback to Sean Leahy. He had been getting stuff too timely recently, so we wanted to make sure.
We have been getting all the jokes in time and remembering them.
So we wanted to make sure that that there are at least a couple weeks of show that Sean Leahy needs to catch up on.
Plus, we need to double up the numbers for the Farm Report, so you get 2 of those consistently in your feed, and you have to listen to it.
It's true. That is true.
Why am I 47 tweets?
How's
Boy.
your week, Scotty?
Well, I will. What I'm going to do is I'm going to one-touch pass that over to Mark, who's prepared to stay at home all night.
Oh,
Yeah, my week was good. Saw John and met Angie, so that was good times. Drank a little bit at Fido's, which it's been long overdue. Caught a cold.
good.
Yeah, did Scotty freeze?
I'm here.
Okay. And watched the NHL trade deadline.
Ad
From my
nauseam.
How did that make you feel?
Eh. And lots of good stuff happened before deadline day.
Tons of good stuff. All the good stuff happened before deadline day.
True. That is true.
So, I don't know. Other than that, I've just been preparing for ice and snow. The ice never really came, but the snow will be here.
But it never bothered you anyway, right?
It's true.
Yeah, the rain never bothered me anyway.
But what's going to happen is that the rain now is going to just put a sweet layer of ice underneath of the snow that's going down tomorrow.
Well, there's already ice.
That's true.
There's been ice outside my front porch for like a week now, or more. So
Wow.
there's already a nice fine layer of ice out in front of my house, and then they're gonna pile on, I don't know, 8 inches or so on top of that.
Hey, don't brag.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
Nice.
Great
Oh,
times.
man.
Super duper times.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not like a landmine you're trying to navigate through with your knees and shit. So, hey, it's good. It's good for you. Go Mark. Go Team Mark. That's what we always say.
Superfly.
Jimmy Snuka.
Super
Dead.
duper fly.
Oh, Missy Elliott. While you guys deal with that, it's going to be nice and 45 in Calgary, sunny skies, and we're going to get spring-like weather now. Oh boy, no snow for the next looks like 5-6 days. So we're getting our spring weather in, And boy howdy, March flowers bring April, March. Right? What is that saying?
I think that's how it works.
What brings the April showers? Because they bring the May flowers. So what the fuck is March all about, ladies and gentlemen? That's the story of my motivational speech.
In
for
like
you
a
today.
lion, out like a lamb.
That's spring. That's the season.
Nope, that's March.
You're March.
That's not
No, he's Mark.
spring. That is March.
Oh, he's Mark. Yeah, it's spring. Come on. With your March bullshit. Idiom. Told you March was like a lion out like a lamb. What are you saying it's spring for, Mark? Jesus. How dare you?
I learned
How
that in
dare
first grade.
I didn't pay attention. I got by with my good looks. But yeah, no, it's gonna be fun here in Calgary. My week was what did I do this week? I did nothing. Sat
And
around,
Did you like it?
bitched to work. Not really. It was kind of indifferent. I was indifferent about it.
You did nothing and you liked it?
It was very Costanza-esque. By the way, rest in peace, Mr. Cougar. My goodness, sad to see him go.
Too soon.
Yeah, 63. It's like, wow. You know, it's getting bad when my parents are outliving people. I'm like, my dad's outliving Mr. Kruger. Really one of the same, I guess. By the way, Freddy Krueger. Yeah, Stan still wants to talk to you, Mark. He's been texting me and saying, listen, seriously, give him my number. I'm on alert 24/7. I'm just like, okay.
He doesn't text.
Oh, he texts. That's true. He doesn't text. He barely does. That's the only. He doesn't text or email, the most important things. But he'll find you a deal on the internet in 20 seconds. Be like, listen, don't go to Best Buy. I got a guy. I'll give you the number of that guy. He'll get you a deal. Like that's kind
A deal on what?
Whatever. Cameras, telephones, humans. The thing is that he knows people that you get anything. Stan's got connections. And he'll walk. Yeah, exactly. He has a posse, and he'll get connections, and then we're all good here. So that was it. Normal fodder on Friday night. Normal recovery on Saturday night. Normal work bullshit through the week. And here we are, another impasse. And I was watching the trade deadline Monday with bated breath, just because I was running in place a lot. And I'm like, and then Llamas came on the TSN set, and I was just like, well, this is garbage.
Who's
going
bated
on?
breath?
That was
friend.
No, yes. He's actually works at the casino with Chief Double Down. But no, it's just good times. Llamas on set, inappropriate tweets being tweeted out on the air.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
I had the Sports Night crew, or Sportsnet crew on the NHL.
Oh, I
network.
love it. The Sports Night crew. Dan Radell was there, and Casey McCall bringing me all the action. My God, that would have been. I would have watched that
for 8 hours.
Oh shit! But yeah, you had the Sportsnet crew there in the America.
You have watched Sportsnet for 8 hours.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking pretty.
Well, I got it on my TV at work, or
Nice.
my computer.
Oh.
And then
Ooh.
I listened to what was going on throughout the day. I believe the best part of the trade deadline day was when they started talking about how Wayne Gretzky found out that he got traded while they were all staying at Alan Thicke's house, and they were watching Robin Thicke at the time.
Yeah, I heard that too. I've heard that story before as well.
Yeah.
It was on the ESPN 30 for 30, wasn't it?
Well, there we go. Well, I still haven't seen King's Ransom. I've seen the Islanders one, but I haven't seen the Gretzky one.
Well, then there you go.
The
The
Islanders
Russian
one.
Miracle on Ice thing was good.
Nice. Yeah, the Islanders one was hilarious. It's like, look at them. They believe a guy who just made up things.
What?
Well, it's true. The Islanders are just like, yeah, we're going to sell this team to this guy who made up all his bank accounts. And we've given him 70 days loans and 70 days extensions and all this other garbage. And then at the end, he's like, yeah, I don't have this money. What are you guys talking about?
That's
Come on.
awesome. Good for him. He should have been able to keep the team just because he makes things happen.
Yeah, exactly. And then the embezzlement charges happened, and that's when things got a little dicey. But hey,
Oh well.
he got interviewed by Kevin Conley, and he's good to go.
Yeah.
Was it Short Round? The story of Short Round?
I think so. It was the story of the rise of Short Round, and how he's going to invade Brooklyn next year.
The story of the rise of Short Round sounds like a porno.
It's actually not only is that a 30 for 30, that's also on the Food Network. The cooking show about baking bread. If you had a cooking show, what would it be?
I don't know. That's you're putting me on the spot here.
That's what I do. I'm all about the hard-hitting questions.
I think I'd call it's a spicy meatball.
Ah!
That's the spicy meatball. Except I would never actually have any meatballs on the show.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
That's
because they'd just be waiting for the meatball. You know what I mean?
Throwing people
Ladies.
for Herb right there. Wow. I could go with.
The trick is to always keep them waiting, right? Always keep them wanting more.
Right up until the finale.
Never give them the meatball.
And then you give them the meatball, or you fade to black, whichever one you would like.
Just as you're about to give him the meatball.
You go to the refrigerator to grab the meat to start making the meatball, and it fades to black and plays "Don't Stop Believing." I think that's how that works,
It's a
right?
smash hit.
Yeah.
There you go. I like it.
I might have to go with a show called Breaking Eggs.
Ooh.
Yeah, it'll be a omelet show actually, with crystal meth. So yeah,
I'll pick you up and pick you up.
yeah. So I figured that would be the way to go. It's got a drama background behind it, but every show I cook an omelet, and I teach people how to make that omelet.
I like it. That's a good plan.
How not to burn your house down while on crystal meth?
It's true. That would be good. That's good.
Mine would just be called microwave cuisine, and I just take microwave products and throw it in the microwave, and ta-da!
What about things that aren't supposed to microwave?
Well, hey, listen. To me, you can microwave anything.
Aluminum foil.
Especially aluminum foil, because that electricity conducts it and heats it up faster. So you only have to put it in for half the time.
It's true. It's science.
I'm literally putting steak in there and just heating it up and just yeah, this is the show,
Ah.
guys. This is the show.
Steak in the microwave, that is the worst.
Have you tried it?
Yes? No, I haven't.
There we go. It could be the most delicious thing on earth.
But it isn't.
Says you.
He says you.
Hey man, listen. My mom said don't knock it till I try it. And then I said, listen, I'll be goddamn dead in the grave before I eat those damn Brussels sprouts. And she's like, listen, you're 4. Stop using that language. It was good times.
It was good times.
Yeah.
I remember those days.
Of 4 and just your mom saying, how did you learn this language? I learned it from you.
When you were 4. I remember that exact scenario when it happened.
Well, you've all seen the pictures of when I was 4 for Christmas, right? You saw the photo or the outfit that Sean Leahy wants me to wear at the draft. You've not seen this. No?
I believe I have seen it.
Have you? And where it's just all plaid everything, where I'm like Don Cherry on summer vacation.
Why does it have to be summer vacation?
Do you have plaid shorts?
Because I'm wearing shorts, that's why.
Nice.
That's the other reason why it's Don Cherry on summer vacation. I'm wearing shorts. In all honesty, I will Scotty screen share this because it's brought to you by no one. But if you want to sponsor, actually, this is when I was 86, taking it back in a big way.
Oh, there it is.
Boom face. I look as interested then as I do now with it. And it's funny because we were looking through these pictures and Jen, the history girl, said, I will make you that outfit if you want. I'm just like, not enough plaid in the world, darling. Get around this thing. You know what I'm talking about. And gave her the wink. She's like, what are you talking about? Like, no, let's just move on as a people. Don't worry about this. As you see, Sean Leahy here, all about me wearing this to the draft. So
yeah, I'm in.
Leahy.
I'm on board with this.
All right, cool. We'll do that. Maybe I'll add a bow tie to it. Who's to say? Or just leave that for the second day. I don't even know where I could get those. Yeah, I don't even know where I could get those shoes. To be honest with you, anymore.
They're like Mark's golf shoes.
It's true.
Kinda.
I mean, bowling shoes?
No, it's bowling shoes.
Saddle golf shoes.
I guess I do. I mean, there's still your old Nikes. Whatever your old Nikes are, I still have those.
Yeah. They're the saddle shoes. Those are the first pair of golf shoes I ever owned.
They still fit me.
Nice. Nice.
Crikey.
Crikey. Oh my goodness gracious. What else is happening, boys? What's happening? What else is going on? So,
how much?
That's it. I'm just looking at. I'm just thinking. I'm just like, wow. Not a lot. Like trying to do the rundown today was really weird, just for the sheer fact, like, oh, it's just trade deadline bullshit. Well, cool.
Yeah, why didn't we get Lyle on earlier?
Because I figure when we do that, we peter out in that second hour after we get him out, and let's be honest, he doesn't need sleep. Doesn't need sleep at all. He is a guy. He had no sleep till Brooklyn, we say, and then we go from there. All right. Well, let's get to some injury news. Is the iPod charged up enough that we can do injury news? Let's find out. Or maybe not. There it is.
What condition my condition was in.
Yeah, oh yeah, what condition my condition was in.
All right. We got a few injuries. Boy, howdy, are those injuries something else. Mark Giordano, the captain of the Calgary Flames, torn bicep ligament. He is out for the rest of the season. And that story of that team could just come to a screeching halt. Fairy tale ending, not so much. So we'll see how that goes. Rafi Torres had surgery on his knee. He's done for the season. That is to say, his season never got started. So it's semantics at that point. Zemnis Gregensen. Right leg injury. He's got 2 weeks. He's going to be out as the Buffalo Sabres are, breathing a sigh of relief as Tank Nation in full effect as they got rid of all of their team. And I almost got signed to a 10-day contract. It was really weird.
So you can retire as a Sabre?
Yeah, exactly. As I am wont to do. There we go. Trevor Daley got hit knee to knee by Matt Martin last night. He is week to week, but the Stars are saying it's a significant injury.
Ah, son of a hooker.
Got him on your fantasy team, do you?
Yeah.
There you go. Well, hey, listen, you got time to change it. It'll be okay. Al Montoya, and what could have been the craziest event on Tuesday night that saw Rob Tallis trend on Twitter happened last night. Now, what was it? The Maple Leafs were taking on the Florida Panthers. The Florida Panthers have Roberto Luongo starting in goal. He saves about, I think, 15 shots, first 15 or so shots. Gets a puck right in the shoulder, right in the collarbone, goes down in a heap, and he leaves the game. Enter Al Montoya. Al Montoya's in there. He gives up like 3 goals. But in the process of that, he pulls his groin. He's down for several minutes. He leaves the ice for several minutes, and then comes back out and kind of finishes his time. Lets up the game-winning goal because he can't move, so he's out there just just a sitting duck. Roberto Luongo comes back from a CT scan in dress clothes, coming down the aisle, talking to the trainer to see how bad Al Montoya's injury is. He goes back to the locker room, and out comes Rob Tallis, the goalie coach and former Boston Bruins goaltender. So Rob Tallis is suited up as the emergency broadcaster. Should have been called emergency broadcaster.
Emergency broadcast system.
What happened is that not only did the Panthers had a moment where GM oh Christ, what the hell is his name? He used to be the Chicago Blackhawks GM.
Dave Talon.
Thank you, Dale Talon.
Dale Talon.
Boom, you got the Talon part right. Smart memory, Mark. That's why you're the man.
Yes. I know.
Dale Talon literally went down to the bench and talked to Jarrett Gallant and saying, "I don't know what to do. We're talking to the NHL right now to see what the hell's happening." Jim McKenzie and somebody else jump up to be emergency goaltender. They go back to the room to get fitted for goalie skates and pads. But then everything works out as Rob Tallis gets signed to an emergency contract, one-day contract, and is all suited up, ready to go. 41 years old, he still wouldn't have been the oldest guy on the ice because Jaromir Jagr is on the Panthers.
That's awesome.
Lo and behold, after the CT scan, after being in street clothes, Britta Luongo suits back up for the last 3 minutes, goes out there, Al Montoya leaves, Britta Luongo goes back, doesn't give up anything, and Florida Panthers lose, but Al Montoya day-to-day with a groin, they say it's another one where they say it's significant, and away we go in terms of, just things going on.
If only they had a production guy that used to be a college goalie that they could have thrown in.
You'd think that would be a big thing, man. I keep telling you that. It's just like, oh, okay, this should, do it, man, do it.
Shouldn't that really be something on people's resumes? Like, have you ever been an NHL goalie? Just in case. Have you ever been a goalie at any level?
Have you been an emergency backup? What are your qualifications?
I feel like that should be part of the job credentials.
I mean, for anything, really, for any job within the NHL, because you never know. You never know when you're going to get that call.
Yeah, like you could be in marketing, you could be in accounting. Have you ever been a goalie? Yes. I feel like they should be able to ask that question.
It should be work experience. It should be previous employment. It should be your goalie stats from Beer League.
I mean, at the very least, because what if this situation comes up? They need to know who they can call. I might be like 3 or 4 people down the list I'm like the Secretary of Defense, like on the hierarchy. I'll take that back. I'm like the senator from Rhode Island on the hierarchy of who takes over the U.S.
But here's the thing: you need to make sure
happen.
you're the guy they keep home, like they do for every meeting where they keep the one guy home. So if the whole thing explodes, then they have one guy still hanging around.
That's me, or I don't want to be that guy.
You don't want to be put into that guy, right? So it's like,
Why don't I want to be that guy?
Because then you'd have to drive to the rink when all else fails, and you're just like, then it's worthless. You're 30 minutes away and in a remote location, so they can't get you, and by that time.
So who can't get me? Wait, are we talking about the United States still?
Yeah. No, they keep a guy home during the State of the Union, so just in case the worst case scenario and the whole place blows up, that there's one guy still in and the government's not completely shattered.
Okay.
Or am I just insane into thinking this?
How do you know?
That was... Huh? Well, I took it
as a Canadian. Are you planning something?
Here's the thing. I had Mr. Campbell first year, and he just went on this diatribe and talked about magic napkins. It was really weird. It was a really odd time in my life, and I'm like, what does this have to do with Western Civ, boss? He's like, don't worry about it.
No, what does Bob Marley have to do with Western Civ?
I don't know, but we played Bob Marley and Peter Tosh, and he had a really strong bond with the Funyuns that he had in his backpack.
Wait, at the same time? Bob Marley and Peter Tosh at the same time?
It was really weird cross-up,
Wow.
But he mixed it like a DJ. Like, he was the first DJ. Like, he was making the beat drop. It was the weirdest thing.
In ancient Egypt.
Yeah, exactly. In ancient Egypt, he's like, "This is Mesopotamia, bitches!" And then just starts scratching. I'm just like, this is the weirdest first class of my freshman year ever. There we go, and that's the story of the Leaning Tower of Pizza.
Oh, the Leaning Tower of Pizza. I guess that's probably already been used.
Yeah.
Probably
like. Hold on. Let me see how many pizza shops are actually named the Leaning Tower of Pizza. Because if it's less than 104, I'm going to be pissed. No, I don't mean Leaning Tower of Pisa, you assholes.
Yeah, you jerks. Of course I meant pizza.
Hold on, Leaning Tower of Pizza, Lindale. Ah, here we go. It's Uptown Minneapolis, the Leaning Tower of Pizza.
That's it?
Why
Just
didn't we-
one?
Why didn't we go there?
I don't know. It's got a website. It's great. It's Uptown Minneapolis. Uptown Funk You Up.
Damn, the next time that we have a draft, we're definitely going to the Leaning Tower of Pizza in Minneapolis.
Even if it's not in Minnesota.
Yeah.
The next
deliver
time we
it
don't
too.
get credentials for a draft, we should just fly to Minnesota. We'll
I'm
be
all for
in
that.
Minnesota, bring Jen down, we'll hang out with Easterwood.
Yeah, be a good time had by all. Hey, the pizza of the month is the Lionheart. Hot-
Ooh, Chris Jericho?
exactly. It's armbar. Armbar are the ingredients. By the way, Chris Jericho has a ProWrestlingTees.com shop, and he has a shirt that says #armbar. And I'm just like, this is the best thing ever.
He's a pro wrestling tease.
ProWrestlingTees.com. The Lionheart consists of hot pink sauce.
What? I'm
Salami.
already offended.
Salami, chicken, mushrooms, jalapenos, black olives, mozzarella, and crushed red pepper. Small pizza, $12, large for $18.
What?
$18 large pizza.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
I could get a large pizza from Little Caesars for $5. It's hot and ready.
it's Canadian pizza. It's Canadian pizza prices.
Oh.
It's made fresh, damn it. Let's not. The Italian Stallion pizza. That's a $19 large pizza.
Well, as well it should be.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's probably
Pepperoni,
bigger.
Pepperoni, Genoa salami, onions, banana peppers, and green olives.
It's just a lot of sausage.
The Hot Tower is a hot and spicy pizza. Sausage, pepperoni, green peppers, onions, crushed red peppers, jalapenos, pepper jack, and matzo cheese. Taco pizza. Seasoned ground.
Get right out of town.
I am not. I can't because that would be a terrible thing, and my computer would still be running. Seasoned ground beef or chicken, mozzarella with crushed red peppers, topped with lettuce, tomato, cheddar, and black olives. Comes with a side of taco sauce or sour creme.
What is taco sauce?
I don't know. No. The carnivore pizza, which is just sausage, pepperoni, hamburger, and Canadian bacon. The holy trinity of cheese, or as I like to call it, the bind your insides. Literally, this is the description. Loads of mozzarella, cheddar, and freshly shredded Parmesan cheese joined together to form a very sacred cheese lover's pizza.
Okay.
Interesting. And then you got your chef pizza, which is sausage, mushroom, green olives. The Leaning Tower, which is sausage, pepperoni, celery, onions. And then you got the carnivore. Yeah, it's at the carnivore. Garden, Hot Tower, Cuban. Mark Cuban. Garlic Alfredo sauce blended with yellow mustard and Cajun seasoning.
Why does Mark Cuban get his own?
Doesn't matter. You know what? This is going to be my food show. I just read menus, one line. It's called Delivered to You, and then we make it happen.
I like it.
That's one hell of a
Because
podcast.
really, that's all the Food Network is to people. Let's be honest. It's
exactly.
you trying to advertise food. So, like, you could have a show where you send a camera to these places, and they film all of the stuff that they cook, and then you just read the menu and show a picture, and then you
It's
do
like-
that for 3 different restaurants. It's like How It's Made, like that show for engineers, like how they this is how a wallet's made, this is how a shovel's made. It's like, and you just read a menu and you do 3 different things a week and call it a day.
They have fried cauliflower. Fried cauliflower just in general. Chicken strip salad. Tower barbecue wings.
I like that they specify that it's a strip.
Yeah, Dynabites.
The hell? What?
Breaded chili peppers and nacho cheese served with ranch or sauce of choice.
This doesn't sound like a pizza place.
Can I get the taco sauce?
You could. I'm pretty sure. A little extra. Fried mushrooms.
Is taco sauce salsa?
No,
I
they
don't
would
know.
say
That was my question.
No, I think they'd say salsa.
I don't know. Would they?
That's true. This is Minneapolis. You know what? Let's get Easterwood on this.
Yeah, we should send Easterwood to the Leaning Tower of Pizza and find out what's going on.
But she's a health nut now, so I don't even know if she'd go there. She'd be like,
What?
listen, you assholes. I'm like, no.
Well,
no.
get the chicken strip salad. I don't give a shit. Just find out what else is going on.
Find out what's going on in this thing. You got the three little pigs barbecue, barbecue pigs hoagie, 3 kinds of pork, ham, Canadian bacon, and bacon sautéed in sweet honey barbecue, sauce crowned with 3
My
big beer-battered
God,
onion rings,
amazing.
topped with melted cheddar, crisp lettuce, and tomato and mayo.
Does it actually say 3 different kinds of pork?
Yeah, 3 different kinds of pork: ham, Canadian bacon, and bacon. It's $10.
It's because
That is good.
it's like the bacon and the ham had sex and then made Canadian bacon,
Yeah.
and that's what happened.
You know what this reminds me of? Remember that bit that Chris Farley and Adam Sandler did on SNL where they're talking about Zagat reviews? Oh, this is a good one.
Yes. And Sandler couldn't keep a straight face.
Exactly. She does this to me every day. Sandler was the original Jimmy Fallon. There you go. And you get the Surly Abrasive Ale, which is the tap of the month. Double IPA. Malted oats, which enhances the entire body of the beer, also dropping a subtle sweetness that perfectly balances the high level of bitter resulting from the warrior hops used in this extraordinary double IPA. 9% alcohol by volume.
Wow.
Pint of that will give you $6.50.
Mark, isn't there a pizza place in DC called the House of Pie?
There's a very good shot.
It uses the logo pie.
Yeah, I think you're right, because people in
District
DC
of Pie.
are pompous dicks and would
District
do
of
that.
Pie.
Yep, District of Pie, but I can't get on the website because it says server not found.
That's good. It's better that way.
Maybe I have to try 3.14 times. I don't know. It's by the Crime Museum, so there you go. It's right there. It's right by the, looks like it's right by the arena.
Yeah, Crime and Punishment Museum is right by the arena.
The Spy Museum's right there, too.
It's true.
There you go. You know what I spy? I spy Darren Helm being day-to-day, but aren't we all with an upper body injury?
Ah,
Big hit to the Red Wings there. Although the Red Wings are rolling right now. They're playing rivalry night tonight, Rangers-Red Wings, because that's a huge rivalry.
they both start with R.
Can we get off the original 6, the dicks of the original 6, ladies and gentlemen?
Ooh,
Like,
the
as a
dicks of the
people-
original 6. That's another good show.
That's a good...
That is probably a porn.
That's actually just on the Playboy Network, and it's just old guys talking about Gordie Howe's dick. You know what? I could.
When we walked into the locker room,
Now they said Stan Mikita's curve was really, really banana, but let me talk about his banana curve. Ha ha ha! I'm dying slowly inside.
wow.
And then he used the torch to his pubes. It was really weird, but it was the 50s. We all did it. Speaking of doing it, there's a lot of guys who are leaving hockey. Brent Sopel, for one, announced his retirement, playing in the AHL. So he's done. And Ilya Bryzgalov, released by the Anaheim Ducks, because he didn't feel like going to Norfolk to play minor league hockey. So he's just like, screw it, give me the $125 buyout, and I'll just sit at home. You guys have a fun time. I'll see you later.
He did what he needed to do.
Exactly.
Came in, made a
us all
little bit of
smile.
saves, went home.
Made a little bit of saves.
He made a little bit of saves. He put in a save out there.
He saved every once in a while.
He did help out for the Ducks when John Gibson and Frederick Anderson and Guy Hebert all were down.
He's no Martin Brodeur, obviously, but
Well, who can be?
right.
No one can eat that much pasta.
That's true.
He's a fanny. TSN got into some hot water. the other
Wait,
day.
we don't even know if Ilya Bryzgalov has any brothers that are married.
It's true.
Very true.
True.
You know what? That's a very good point.
But
So how can he
live in a-
possibly be Martin Brodeur?
He lives in a humongous big universe, though.
Wait, no, he slept with his sister-in-law, not his brother's. Like, it was his wife's sister he slept with.
Oh, I thought it was his brother's. Well,
No.
still, it's all sisters-in-laws, right? At least his one wasn't his niece-in-law.
I know, that would have been really creepy, and I'm pretty sure violated some laws.
Yeah, probably.
But I was talking to my ex-grandma-in-law the other day, and it was just really awkward because just ran into each other. Oh, hi, how you doing? I see my old grandfather-in-law all the time. It was good times.
I thought we went over this. The only in-laws that you have are sisters and parents. They're like a grandfather becomes a grandfather.
No, not
I
at
don't
all.
think it works that way.
No, of course not. Legally, I have to call
Especially
them.
after their exes and such.
Exactly. Like legally, I have to call them that. Like it's in the divorce write-up. I have to call everyone that side of the family in-law, like, even if it's cousin-in-law. Like I have
I don't
to
believe
call
you. Show me.
I don't think he can put that document on the air. That's a legally binding document. Well, Scotty's looking for that.
I don't have to look for it. I know exactly where
Matt
it's
was
at.
Matt was in D.C. this week. Sent me a email and asked me about the market trade. So I told him that he should look for you because you were.
Heyo.
Then Sean Leahy got on the John train. He's just like, "What is this?"
Yep, come on, ride that train.
Yep. Number 8. It is ordered that in the event a party has not called each other in-laws from the previous year, he or she shall provide copy of in-lawness and all other relative features in the statements source below.
What is in-lawness?
Well, it's Canadian. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Yep. No. So that was the divorce papers.
I
So-
stand corrected. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that having to call each other in-laws was the thing.
That's parliamentary.
It seems like a silly thing to write into a legally binding agreement.
Parliamentary politics. I don't know what they wear wigs up there. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, it was to say. It's really crazy. Canada's weird, man.
George Clinton.
Yeah, man. Fucking, let's go. Let's do this, brother. Parliament Funkadelic.
Parliamentary Funkadelic.
Be great. Like honestly, like then the nice little bass line, boom, 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 and talking about diapers. I don't know what's going on. All right, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen.
What? Get out of here.
David Clarkson is done for the season. He will be sidelined 4 to 6 weeks with a torn oblique muscle suffered in Tuesday night's game. Wow, the one guy we were going to talk about with Lyle is now done for the season.
Yep,
A
there
guy
goes.
who got traded for an injured guy is now done. Oh, Lord of mercy.
The irony of that occurring, though, is fantastic.
It really is. Oh, God, that's good.
Has anybody else's career fallen apart as quickly as David Clarkson's?
Jeff Finger.
Yep.
Oh, wow. That did
Yeah,
fall
that's
apart quickly.
Although calling what he had a career is,
Yeah, but so
being
he
generous.
didn't do that to himself, though. Like, the Leafs just threw money at him, and he's like, sure, I'll take it. I feel like Clarkson did this to himself.
That's
What do you
true.
mean? How did he do it to himself?
Because he wanted a
The
lot of
same
money.
exact situation happened. The Leaf threw Clarkson money from the Devils, and he took it.
But he said, I want a lot of that money.
So did Jeff Finger. It's exactly the same situation.
Kinda.
The only
It really is.
the only difference is Clarkson actually earned part of that money, where Jeff Finger didn't earn any of that money.
Sorry, I was looking up this TSN lawsuit thing, and then Craig Wyshynski talking to Hillary Knight popped up on my screen. By the
Oh.
way, shout out to AQ Magazine, our buddy Mike Dolan.
Oh, yeah.
They did a photo shoot with Miss Knight
Nice.
in her
And,
hashtag like a girl campaign. So that could be coming to Athletes Quarterly soon. So if
And,
Mike, if you're listening, brother, how about you send some copies over, man?
Kaká is on the newest issue.
Yeah, caca.
Are you sure it's not Athletics Quarterly, like I said last time we had him on?
It's not Athletics Quarterly.
Athletics Quarterly.
This week, Vida Blue. Vida Blue, the ownership of Charlie O. Finley and Jose Canseco. Athletics Quarterly.
Don't forget Terry Steinbach.
That's next month. That's next quarter in Athletes Quarterly.
Terry
Terry Steinbach and Corey Langford.
Coco
That is
Crisp,
actually
serial
busted.
right fielder. You tell me.
The rise and fall of Dave Stewart. I don't know why in the 80s we're talking like Oh, Jesus Christ, it's hilarious, though. Dave Henderson, what's he doing now?
And don't forget Todd Van Poppel.
Ooh.
Todd Van Popple's pissed that you bought all his rookie cards.
Oh boy. Athletics Quarterly.
It's a hit in California.
Oh, it's the best in the Bay Area. Oh,
I mean, it's so much better than Giants Quarterly. I mean, what a stupid magazine that would be.
I think that's a porn also.
exactly. Ah, Matt Williams again. Great. Will Clark, whoop-de-fuck.
That's actually what it says on the front.
That's actually, yeah, that's the name of the article. Will Clark, whoop-de-fuck. We get it. You played first base and had a weird batting stance. Enough of you. Go to the Rangers already. Oh,
Did he play for the Orioles for a split second, too?
Yeah, he did. I have an Orioles Will Clark jersey.
There you go.
That was during the time where they're just like, you know what? Let's get some first baseman that actually did something like 15 years ago.
Well,
that
that was right around the time of them having David Segui as their first baseman.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't that around the time where they tried to put Harold Baines in the field and it failed miserably?
Harold Baines didn't know what to do. Once he crossed the foul line, he's just like, well, I don't know what's going on here.
They handed Harold Baines a glove, and he's like, I've never seen one of those before. What is that?
They handed him a glove, and he just said, get the hell out of my office. He was on the on-deck circle. It was really weird.
He was perpetually on the on-deck circle.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he literally got a glove, and he went out to the on-deck circle, and they're just like, no. Frank Robinson's like, Harold, what the hell are you doing? Oh, God.
Can't trust anybody named Harold.
Yeah, that was a bad time for first baseman for the Orioles. That was after they traded for Glenn Davis, and all hell broke loose.
Well, that was, I think, what sealed the deal.
Randy Milligan.
Yeah.
Randy Milligan was prior to that, though, right?
Yeah, that was after Randy Milligan.
Yeah,
because
so
they
Glenn
traded
Davis,
Pete Harnisch, Kurt Schilling, and Steve Finley
Finley.
for Glenn Davis.
Well, you know. Didn't they get somebody else in return?
No.
No.
Well then.
Not to anyone of significance. Here, I'll look it up.
That's all right. Here we go. Glenn Davis, baseball history. Glenn Davis statistics. Boy, howdy, he wore number.
Worst Orioles baseball trade ever.
Well, yeah, I would have to say so. No, it was just wow. That was straight up Finley, Harnisch, and Schilling for Glenn Davis.
The number one on page 2 of ESPN, by the way, if you remember page 2, which was that site before Grantland, before all sorts of things. The Orioles send Kurt Schilling, Pete Harnisch, and Steve Finley to the Astros for Glenn Davis. They got 53 letters saying that was the worst trade of all time. The number one worst trade of all time.
And
I don't believe anyone got sent back.
Who got sent back?
Nobody, just Glenn Davis.
Oh, yeah. Who was the first baseman at that time? It was David Segui. Sam Horn, wasn't he a first baseman for a time at that?
Sam Horn was before Randy Milligan, though.
Was he? Oh, I don't know.
He was the first baseman right around that time.
I'd say first baseman David Segui was there during that time. Jack Voigt, utility guy. Manny Anderson, remember him? Alan Mills, who can forget? Jamie Moyer.
The cavalcade of crappy first basemen.
I'm just naming Orioles rosters from '93, so don't worry about me. Wonder if there's a first base. Is there like a Wikipedia, like first baseman of Oriole history? Because it is. Guess what? Spring training started. Games are already starting.
It is. Look. Oh yeah, I'm ready.
You ready to go? Ready to play.
I might have had that on last week too, though.
All right. So, what do you want to know about the Orioles' first baseman?
Just
starting from the beginning.
Just go.
From what year? What year you want to start?
54, obviously.
54. In 1954, it was Eddie Watkins.
Oh.
And then in 55 through 59, it became Bob Hale. Bob Hale actually shared time with Bob Boyd.
Oh, but that was tough to figure out.
Bob Boyd from the 56 to 60. Eddie Robinson played a little first base in 1957.
Eddie Robinson. Wow.
The third Robinson that you don't really hear about.
Right, you never hear that much about Eddie Robinson. Let's skip forward to 1974. Bob Oliver playing first base.
You're just
Share
gonna
time.
skip the Boog Powell years?
Boog played from 61 to 74. Like that.
Exactly.
I feel like that was like well known.
That was the time.
Yeah. I mean, why do we need to mention Boog? Boog, pal. All right.
Come on.
After Bob Oliver, Tony
Boog
Musier
Powell
took
should
over
have,
from 75 to 79. In 1978, there were no first basemen.
What?
Wow.
How the hell?
What an interesting team that they played with that season.
They literally have no records for a first baseman. In 1979, Tom Chisholm played first base, and then for 5 years, this must have been a managerial decision and a great strategy if it worked out, because they won a World Series without a first baseman. Because the next first baseman that ever played was in 1984, Ron Jackson. They won a World Series in 1983 without a first baseman.
Whoa! Holy shit! Okay, hold
That's
on.
crazy. That's ridiculous.
That is actually really insane. No, that's a lie. Eddie Murray was there. Stupid.
Well, he's not listed on this Orioles official list.
What the hell is Eddie
There
Murray?
is no
Oh,
Eddie Murray
Robinson.
anywhere on here. There's an Eddie Robinson, but that was back in the 50s. No, literally, there is no Eddie Murray here on this
Eddie
list.
Murray's the DH. They got him listed as a DH.
Who put this together?
I'm
This
looking
is on the Orioles official
Yeah,
website.
I'm looking at the Orioles site. I'm listed by position. Eddie Murray, 1977 to 88 as a DH, even though he was the first baseman. in the
Couldn't we just go to Sporkle and like figure out who played the most position,
Yes.
the most games at first base in
Well,
each year?
let's just pretend that it was Eddie Murray because it was.
Okay.
Ron Jackson started in 1984. Jim Traber apparently held down the position from
Yes,
84 to
I
89.
remember Traver there.
Yeah, Traber.
84 through 89.
Mhm.
Francisco Melendez was there in 89. Randy Milligan was there in 89,
Yeah, he was.
obviously. Jeff McKnight was there from
Return
1990
of
to
the Mac.
91. Paul Carey had a stint in 1993.
Jim Carrey's brother.
Yeah, spelled the same way as the goalie.
Yep.
Rafael Palmeiro, 94 to 98 and
That's
2004
right.
and 2005 for his Viagra tour.
And don't forget Jeff Conine, 1999 to 2003.
That's right. Jeff Conine right there.
Was that the year that those were the years that Chris Sabo was around?
Probably at third, yeah. We
Yeah.
can look that up after
Nah,
this.
that was before. Aubrey
Well,
Huff.
you look up third base. I'm going to keep going first base. Will Clark was there from 98 to 2000.
Wow.
Yes. And then I'll just go with the notable names after that. Kevin
Oh,
Millar
notable.
was in Baltimore from 2006 to 2008. You remember him from the the 2004 World Series winning Boston Red Sox.
No, I don't.
Mark Reynolds is the next. Aubrey Huff, I guess, from
Yeah, Aubrey Huff.
2007
Yeah.
to 2009.
Yeah,
It is just a cavalcade of terrible people
I've already said
until
that.
you get to Chris Davis in 2011.
Yeah, CD.
Everyone after that is just awful.
You know Chris Sabo only played a year for the Orioles?
Yeah, that's all he needed to.
94. That's insane.
Will Clark didn't even play a full year. They just gave him 2 years somehow.
Just gave him money. Here, take this. And that's what TSN is hoping to do with Joffrey Lupul to make this lawsuit go away. If you remember, trade deadline was a thing. There was a
He's
Twitter-
suing because of this?
They're seeking legal action.
What, did he talk to Eric Lindros?
Maybe. The things that went to air, something about someone who tweeted, a 17-year-old kid tweeted the fact that he wanted Jeffrey Lupul to stay because he slept with, just for the fact that he slept with Dion Phaneuf's wife.
Okay, I don't see any problem with that.
Apparently, Joffrey Lupul
Did it happen?
No. So
Oh.
it's libel.
Oh.
That is libel.
Wait, they put that on TSN?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
because
they-
it wasn't,
What?
They were
It
running
has-
live tweets, right?
and no one was monitoring it. It was
That's
not vetted
smart.
in any way.
Clearly,
And,
they've never been on Twitter before.
Yeah. So TSN had to make an apology.
Turn off
Which-
the live tweets.
Yeah, turn off the light, which means Lupul and Phaneuf are essentially suing the guys that own the team.
That's good. That's smart of them.
And then also the kid who sent the tweet said that, hey, guess what? I shouldn't be in legal action. TSN aired it, not me.
That's true. He's got a point. He can post whatever the hell he wants to. America.
Yeah, but he's Canadian.
I mean, still, I don't care.
Oh, jeez.
America. But this isn't to say that he's not an asshole. The kid's an asshole, but he has a right to say what he wants to say.
That's sure, but he also has the right to be held accountable for libel and slander and the such.
Right, but okay.
There's been a lot of libel and slander that goes on Twitter. It just doesn't end up on TSN.
Exactly. It doesn't get put on TSN. It doesn't get caught. And also, with Canada, there was a Canadian who got heckled and then threw it right back and then got thrown in jail for a year because of libel and slander. He was making something about someone's mom and they sued him. And then he got thrown in jail or he got sued. I don't know what the hell happened, but he Canada up here, we don't take no guff.
Wacky Canadian.
You better have your facts.
That's ridiculous.
You got to come correct with your facts, son. Come correct or don't come at all. That's what my girlfriend said.
Hello. Roberto Alomar had a 33%
spit rate.
For the amount of years that he was in Baltimore.
Oh wow, it's crazy. Did he say something about the umpire's kid too?
Probably. Harold Reynolds was only in town in 1993, and that is the year that Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball came out because he was on that team. I distinctly remember putting Mark McLemore and Harold Reynolds. And Manny Alexander. I had to write their names on the team every single time I
Hey man.
Every time the memory went out on the game.
Yeah.
You only had $20 in your pocket, so
That's true.
So that's why you had to put McLemore in the lineup.
That was also when we used to put in Paul Revere in center field for the Red Sox because he was fast.
Well, no, those were the original names. Remember, because they couldn't use the real people's names.
So yeah, that's right.
Paul Revere was actually Mike Greenwell's name.
That was when we keep saying that Paul Revere was on his horse.
Yeah, because we only changed the Orioles players' names. We didn't give a shit about the Red Sox.
That's true.
And you still don't. Even though you're about to marry one, not a Red Sox. Even though there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
All right, ESPN and Sportsnet also got the World Cup of Hockey coverage. The secret that won't go away. Apparently, it was made official today. So congratulations to ESPN and Sportsnet for getting the cover. And apparently, Bill Daly was on. Hi, Brittany. Bill Daly was on Sports Talk Radio today saying the under 23 team is going to wear a jersey that says 23% on their jerseys. It's going to be really great because it's not under 23, it's 23 and under. He was very specific.
The 23 and under. Well, I mean that's a huge difference. It's a full year.
Mm-hmm.
The 23 and unders are actually going to wear the All-Star team jerseys. And actually, no, they should have their own jerseys. The 23 and under should have their own jerseys. The European teams should wear the All-Star game jerseys for this past year.
That'd be so European.
Right?
Yeah.
They'd have a white jersey. They'd have a dark jersey. They could use both of them. They got the metallic numbers.
All kinds of craziness.
I say we make it happen.
I like it.
I'm actually kind of hoping that NHL.com has the All-Star games on All-Star jerseys on sale. I might get an Ovechkin in the black.
Don't be racist. Isn't that the team he played for, though? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That's the team he's played for. I'm not being racist. I'm just being silly.
Yeah, he wore the black ones are much nicer anyway.
I'm not gonna go down this wormhole with you.
Oh well, I mean, is it black with neon stripes or white with neon stripes? I am so happy that I slept through the whole dress thing.
You know what the dress is? It's ugly. That's what it is.
The first time I heard anything about the dress thing, I saw a picture of Bill Clinton, and he said it's blue with white. Hold on.
Yeah, exactly. I saw that too. I'm just like, oh, that's great. Oh, you, Bill. You. Why don't they have the All-Star jerseys for sale? What is this garbage?
They're off? They're not on NHL.com anymore?
Hold on, I'm looking. I was just
I
looking
will
at the
buy
caps.
one from China if I have
All right,
to.
hold on, sweetie. Hold on.
Okay, sure.
NHL logo.
Get a pile on while you're looking.
I'm looking. By the way, these fucking... they only have the white jersey. Oh, Johnny, they only have the white jersey.
That's not. I'll find it on eBay.
On sale price $109.99.
That's not bad, actually. That's like a soccer jersey.
If you get the youth jersey, it's only $50.
Well, that'll fit me.
And if you want a Captain Taves jersey, it's $159.
I don't.
That's stupid, man. Like, come on, man. Also, this cross-check fashion bullshit. This could be like worse than Starter doing those crazy jerseys they did back in the day where they did the alternate uniforms.
Show me.
All right, I'm going to Scotty Screen Share, brought to you by nobody. Here you go. Here's the cross-check jerseys that the NHL.com is putting out there. It's basically all black everything. It's the Jay-Z jersey.
Caps did one of those already.
All the teams do that. It's all NHL.com stuff. So
okay,
it's through everybody. But
the Caps have been doing that for like 4 years.
Yeah, they have different variations of it. They're pushing.
Yeah, it used to be all black and black. This one at least has some color on it.
Yeah.
So the Caps ones probably have red?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me see. I'm going to find the Detroit Red Wings blue jersey.
Have you been to any games this year, Mark?
I've been to 2 games. Brittany came with me to one of those.
Nice.
But I have been to 2.
Nice.
Why can I not find these Starter jerseys? Starter did a thing. Like, I have one of them. I have a yellow Blackhawks jersey. It could have been like they did this cross variation of it. The Flyers one was pretty cool. The Red Wings one was baby. Oh, found it. Beautiful. Oh, it's a small one. Here we go. Oh, beautiful. This could be a thing of beauty, folks. As we get good old Law Richardson on. He's tearing up. He's so emotional.
I'm so emotional with this. Yes.
Look at this blue jersey. Just look at it. Look at how beautiful that is. Red Wings and baby blue.
Disgusting.
That's why I'm crying. It's horrible.
That is
the
like
Taylors are back.
Yes, it's horrible.
that's the color. That's the color of white ice.
Yeah.
NHL 91.
Why you have to be so racist?
That is an EA Sports ice simulation right there.
Ice, baby.
Ice, dun 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 dun. Ding ding. Lyle, do you want to go off on this Loophole Finesse versus TSN?
Do I?
All right. Settle up and go.
Oh my. Well, to be blunt, TSN fucked up.
Yep, they did.
There's no other way to put it. They fucked up. Whoever was supposed to be monitoring those, which, let me just say as an aside, that was a really stupid idea to begin with. Tweets on the bottom. Oh yes, and you'll see your tweet. We'll crawl. You'll see your tweet, so you can sit there and go. Oh, they mentioned me. Look, guys on TSN. Look, man, look, hurry before it goes off the crowd in 5 seconds. Come look, quick, my tweet's there. Where I says, Kessel sucks balls. Come look, man, look. Stupidest idea ever.
Yeah.
Okay, I get the whole thing of we want the fans to be interactive, and that's a great idea, except. No offense,
fans are
most hockey fans, if they're going to try and tweet to be on Trade Center, I'm sorry, they're going to be obnoxious, or they're just going to tweet garbage, or they're just, it'll be Kessel is God, or Kessel is good, or Kessel sucks, and it was an unnecessary distraction to begin with. And the only good thing I will say about that very libelous tweet, and it was libelous, and it's libelous in the United States too when you do that. The one good thing I will say about it is that soon after TSN realized the horrible mistake that had happened, there were no more tweet crawls on the bottom of the screen for the rest of the show. So that's the only blessedly good thing about
First off, how does that get through? How does someone not read that and go, oh no, reject? Like, how do you not have someone monitoring that? Like, that's,
Well, somebody supposedly was, but when you're,
Maggie
honest-
the monkey was
Wait-
one of the
yes, they had to get her off there soon because she was going to start flinging poo, but
Is it that
which
what
would have been a hell of a lot more entertaining than them parading the llamas through the studio. That was
I enjoyed that.
retarded.
I
That
enjoyed
was
it. I enjoyed
absolutely
Giulietta wrangling that.
Oh, that was so.
Love that.
That was
love
so
that.
lame. I mean, I know they
I love
want to
the
try to.
things.
They wanted to have a bit of fun with a goofy news story that had happened a few days earlier. They're trying to kill some time in an otherwise long, boring show when there's not a lot to talk about. But I could just hear the TSN production guy now sitting there going, "You know what this trade deadline show needs? Llamas." The kids seem to like llamas for some reason. I mean, it's just, it was
It's better than the next option, which was Pierre Maguire wearing the dress, and you figure out which color it is.
Yeah, well,
To be fair, I will take the llama.
to be fair, yes, I will agree with you. Point conceded, my friend. Yes, but now
Were there any left sharks?
no.
They need to hire like a 21-year-old kid on his phone. So any of these ideas that pop up, they're like, you know what would be funny if we did this? He'd be like, no, that came out 3 days ago. Try something else. It's not funny anymore. That's all they need is just someone to tell them. No.
You could have the
too late.
character. You could have the character.
Missed the boat.
You could have the character from Little Britain sit there and go, "Computer says no."
Yeah.
Computer says no.
I feel like every year or every 2 years or so, I have to reference Men in Black, the original, where it says, a person is smart, a person can be knowledgeable, a person can be well informed, but people are dumb, stupid, dangerous, and can't be trusted. I'm
Amen.
paraphrasing.
Yes, but
when
that's
you
awesome.
let people tweet things, you're
Yeah.
gonna be in for trouble. If you
Oh,
talk to
man.
a person, yeah, you're gonna get some good insight.
If you did like a fan thing on the street, right? A man on the street, and we're just going to talk to some Leafs fans. Most people are not going to be dicks when they've got a microphone and camera in front of them. Most people are, Leafs should be better this year. They need to make some trades. And that's all you would get. But when people try to think that they're hiding behind anonymity, they will say the most ridiculous, the most obnoxious, the most insulting crap they can think of, and giggle about it. Now,
on that note, follow me at Scotty Waz. Go ahead,
yeah,
Larry.
exactly. For all your ridiculous, obnoxious, and disgusting tweets, you will find them all at Scotty Waz.
Hey, Scott,
a
did you,
one-stop shop for everything awful.
Were you chatting with Kurt Schilling earlier this week?
Well, listen, I said some things and stuff.
You say some things, and he said some things, and
I said some things that he put in his blog, which, by the way, it must have been the theme for the week. The whole Lupul thing, and then the whole Schilling thing that went down.
Good for Kurt Schilling, though.
Yeah,
I 100% agree with him.
And then getting guys fired from their jobs, that was pretty epic on his part.
Well, yeah. Well,
But the thing with Lupul, though, I mean, I don't blame him for being pissed off. I don't blame Phaneuf and Lupul and Elisha Cuthbert for looking at legal options here, because I mean, if that guy had just hadn't made that tweet, if it hadn't wound up being broadcast, internationally, for heaven's sake, nothing would have come of it. It would have been, his 17 followers on his Twitter feed, his 17 friends would have saw it, and they all would have giggled, and that would have been the end of it, But, for that thing to show up on TSN, I mean, I don't blame him to be pissed. And not only that, but TSN just succeeded in having the most personable guy on the Leafs. Whether you agree with his views or not, he doesn't like advanced stats, Scotty. So you guys get along fantastic.
Yeah.
We should have him on the show.
The Lupul dog. But seriously,
I can't stand Joffrey Lupul.
But
He could be the most. I do not like the vibe. Honestly, I don't like the vibe I get from him.
But he is. But he is the most personable one on the Leafs.
Yeah,
when
but
it comes to interviews and things like that, he's always accommodating. He's always willing to talk. It doesn't matter. But now, the one thing that he's tweeted out, and he said it to all the reporters: get used to no comment.
Good. I don't care what's happening in the press box.
No, but these guys, like I said, no, but I know. But these guys sit there and bitch about, oh, Phaneuf doesn't talk enough. Oh, Kessel doesn't talk enough. Well, congratulations. Now, Lupul's not going to talk to you. And, you know, it's like I said, this is just part of just more, just piling on. It's just more shit in Leafs Nation now. And honestly, I think what's happened, though, is I think we've kind of hit a tipping point here for the fans, because when Phil Kessel made his comments, you know, blasting, you know, the media for their treatment of Phaneuf.
And also blasting the front office, too.
Yeah. But you saw a lot more support for Kessel and for Phaneuf, I think for the first time in a long time. The fans are, you know, most Leafs fans were supportive of Kessel than they were of the media, especially when you saw the media blowback from the Toronto media, where they basically tried to lecture Kessel, you know, like, you should look in the mirror, blah blah blah. Oh, here's some tips on how to talk to the press, blah blah blah. It's like, you know what? Steve Dangle put it perfectly in one of his latest videos. He said, you know what? It's a two-way street here, guys. You don't like Phil Kessel? Hey, you like to talk about how you don't like Phil Kessel? Well, Phil Kessel gets to talk about how he doesn't like you. It's a two-way street, okay? You don't get to sit there and heap garbage on him and think that he's just going to sit there and just take it. And let's face it, he sat there and taken it for a long time. And he wasn't even lashing out about what people were saying to him. He was defending a teammate, which I think good on him, you know? So, anyway, that's just my take on the whole thing. The only other thing I'm going to...
What do you think of this 17-year-old kid saying, that's not my fault, I shouldn't get sued?
Sorry, kid, yeah, it is your fault. It is your fault. Actions have consequences, okay? Actions have consequences. If you went up and said that to Joffrey Lupul to his face, he would punch your lights out, okay? Actions have consequences. And in this instance, you put something out libelous. You accused him of infidelity, of sleeping with, you know, his teammate's wife. Okay? You threw that out there as if it was a fact. Just threw that out there. Oh, you thought you were joking. And let's not forget, there's a woman involved here. Okay? You know, you're attacking a woman here who had nothing to do with any of it. If you want to sit down and say that Joffrey Lupul's a bum, or that Dion Phaneuf is a lousy defenseman, or you don't like his attitude, or blah blah, you think he's obnoxious, well, that's one thing. But now you're going to drag a guy's wife into this? I mean, that's beyond the pale. You don't do that. You keep family out of it. Period. Full stop. There's some lines you do not cross. And I'm sorry, kid, you crossed the line. Now, is he going to get sued? I don't think so. I think what's going to happen here is he's going to get the shit scared out of him so that he will think twice before he acts obnoxious again. But, kid, welcome to reality. Welcome to the real world. Actions have consequences, and you're learning a big-ass lesson right now. So you want to sit there and wonder, if you hadn't made that tweet, none of this would have happened. And you brought a guy's wife into it. You brought family into it. You get what you deserve. To be honest, I hope they sue your ass.